You wish for. Shortland Street prepares for the wedding Isaac didn't see coming.
Garth phoned today. He's arriving tomorrow from London.
It's so nice to meet someone else from Isaac's family.
Settle down with someone like her and I may well reconsider our trust issues.
So you and Isaac will be getting married soon. I think you've got the wrong end of the stick. No, I haven't. I've got it all here.
So Bella may be the future Mrs. Worthington.
If she'll have me. Is Bella not on?
No, sorry. Do you want to leave a message?
No, it's fine. Any chance of you knocking off before midnight tonight?
I don't know. It's stacked and circling up there.
Get yourself a decent PA. Take some of the workload off.
Hi.
Afternoon. I just came to talk over your neuro services tender. Turns out you've handed it over to Callum.
Oh, he is in the loop, yes.
Now he's running the bidding. Or so he claims. He fobbed me off until tomorrow.
Oh.
We could have got rid of him, Rachel.
Shane's right. You had your chance. Now we're stuck with him.
Guess what? Isaac's going to propose.
But you've only been together a couple of weeks.
And one day.
Hold on. How do you know he's going to propose?
Well, Harry happened to be filming while Isaac was talking to his uncle, so it's just a case of waiting till he pops the question.
You've only just met the bloke.
I have got a man who doesn't lie, who isn't a vegan, and who isn't afraid of commitment. I thought you'd be pleased.
Are you pregnant?
No? Well, I don't think so.
Don't think so?
We were fairly careful. Mostly.
Oh, give me strength.
Oh, okay, we were really careful. Anyway, I know it's this crazy whirlwind of a romance, but isn't that how it should be?
Arranged marriages. The Indians and the Pakistanis have got the right idea.
Hun, you throw yourself into things, which is great, but we're talking about the rest of your life here, and sickness and health.
Forsaking all others forever and ever. Amen.
I know you like Isaac, but do you actually love him? After only 2 weeks?
I wouldn't be with him if I didn't.
5 minutes ago, you were in love with Brody.
Look, I have to go, but I hope you can be happy for us. In the meantime, you absolutely can't tell anyone, okay? Isaac can't know I know.
What are we going to do?
Let Isaac know we know.
I just ran into Shane Tucker. He said you were doing the negotiating for the neurosurgical tender.
Correct.
I thought that was my job.
Was. Now that I'm back on board, it's mine.
Well, I know the ins and outs of the project. You can't just walk in and pick up the reins. Shane said you fobbed him off.
There was some homework I needed to catch up on.
When you could have allowed me to continue doing what I thought was a pretty good job.
Rachel, you got a lot on your plate. I had a look at your diary and you're behind in any number of private surgery issues.
Was that necessary?
Well, it's a public document. I need to be up with the play.
Of course, but
Plus, there is the surgical tourism project that needs to be followed up. Your contacts will go cold unless you keep up the momentum.
I agree,
Rachel, I will tell anyone that asks, you have done a first-class job in running this hospital in my absence. But I am back now, and I am in charge.
Hi. I was wondering if you wanted to share a ride to the asthma symposium tomorrow.
Are you going?
With Jasmine being so bad, I need to keep up with the latest treatments.
Well, I might not make it at this point.
Well, this is the research you're doing?
What there is of it.
Problems?
Leaving aside the fact that the forms weren't printed correctly, I'm a little short on actual numbers.
Oh.
And considering I have to present my findings to the grant supervisors next week, I would rather avoid them tomorrow.
Even though Professor Hammett will be there?
Even though.
Is it possible to access more data from elsewhere?
The grant specifies that all the data has to come from one hospital.
Well, maybe you could ask them to reconsider.
And admit that I failed.
Explain that a quality outcome requires a slight change of parameters.
I could ask, I suppose.
While I'm here, on a sensitive subject, Isaac Worthington.
What about him?
Well, bearing in mind your recent breakup, would you say overall that Isaac was the sort to look at things in a long-term kind of way?
By things, I presume you mean his relationship with Bella. And by long-term, I presume you mean his commitment.
I need to know if he's sincere.
Let me just say this. Some men are men by the time they're 18. Some take much longer to grow up. Some stay boys all their lives.
And Isaac would be in category
C.
Yes! Who's the winner? I the winner. Who's the loser? You the loser.
Are you sure you didn't get that Nitro's cheat code?
Like I need to cheat.
Hi, Mr. Cooper.
Hi, Phoenix. How's it going?
Good as gold, eh?
What are you drawing?
These guys.
Spot on, mate.
Murray, have a seat.
Cheers. I was just wondering if I could have a quick word.
Absolutely. How can I help?
I guess I want to check how things are going with you and Belle.
Good.
Yeah, I know Belle can rush into things, but she seems to think you're inclined towards marriage already.
Marriage?
She's got it in her head you're about to propose.
I don't know where she's got that idea from.
I showed her the film of you and Uncle Garth talking about her.
What?
We didn't say not so.
So, would that be a yes, you intend to marry Bella?
I see Bella as a girl I could well spend the rest of my life with, absolutely. If I was lucky enough for her to agree to that.
Right. Well, it's very early days. I wouldn't be rushing into anything.
No. Bad idea. The rushing in, I mean.
Still, I guess you're more committed than I thought.
Guess I am.
I'd hold you up.
Regards to Wendy.
Not all.
Actually, Harry, could I have a wee look at that camera?
I just have to go.
If you were drawing me, Phoenix, I will make you eat that pad.
I'll suction it. Cheers. You guys okay here?
Sweet. It's mad tonight.
Yeah, people couldn't wait for the weekend to get drunk and crash.
Okay, thanks for the heads up. Bye. Incoming train versus car, at least 4 injured, 1 with burns.
Why are they sending us the burns?
We're closest.
We're gonna need more staff.
I'll let Vasa know.
Gotcha!
Help! I'm being murdered!
Don't tempt me, you little rat. Now, where is that camera?
What's going on?
Oh, just a bit of rough and tumble, eh, Harry? We're playing Invisible League. League minus the ball.
I thought they taught proper football at your school, Harry.
Isaac's teaching me bad habits.
I don't doubt that.
I'm gonna go finish my homework if that's okay.
Of course it is, you little scamp. Off you go.
Ah, the lovely Bella.
Hiya. Hi.
Darling.
I brought you some things. I spoke to the woman at the Quantum Healing Centre, and she's a registered healer, and she said that this would help heal your DVD. It's rosemary and sandalwood scented.
Oh, this is extremely kind of you.
Well, you light that, and then you meditate on your body recovering.
I will use strictly as directed. Many thanks, my dear.
She's an angel, isn't she?
Indeed.
Oh, I invited myself over. I hope you don't mind.
Of course I don't.
Well, I will just pop my things upstairs and make some dinner, eh?
Wow, that sounds great.
I'll see you in a minute.
I assumed you'd cycle your way through a series of trophy blondes before descending into a lonely old age.
What can I say? Bella's the girl for me. Wine?
Indeed. Thank you. So, have you and Bella decided on how many children you'd like?
Bad day.
Foul, and it's going to get worse because you're going to say, I told you so.
What happened?
Callum is taking over everything I have been setting up.
Told you so.
And he went through my diary. Apparently, I have let things slip, so I should scurry off to my office and fix everything for him.
Sounds like our Callum.
Well, I have been doing a great job, but now he's back. It's like sod off.
So what are you going to do about it?
Nothing. If he wants to take over the neurosurgical tender without consultation and without my expertise, then let him.
He'll stuff it up, you realise.
He has got a major challenge on his hands, finding setup costs, but tough. From now on, he can sink or swim on his own.
Hey, hun, I just have to get changed, okay? How was special math class?
Cool. We're doing non-linear differentials.
Neat.
Hey, I took your advice. The grant committee is going to let me approach Central for more data.
Oh, great stuff. Well done.
Is this for the asthma research?
It is indeed, and you're in it.
It's a pity about the magnesium. It was a really good idea.
Oh, I'm sorry you're so pessimistic.
That French trial was pretty big and they said it didn't work.
French trial?
I read one of Mum's medical journals that she's studying before the symposium tomorrow, the one with the French trials in it.
Which issue was that again?
The latest lexicon.
Hey, I didn't think you guys were back yet.
Yeah, I only just flew in. Scotty's going to stay on in Timor for a few more weeks, though. Fussa said it was busy.
Yeah, oh, thanks for coming in. If you could help out in recess.
We need another line in. I'll do an EJ.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back. Take over. You're supposed to be on honeymoon.
That does feel like it was a bit of a dream. What have we got here?
Car versus train, Burns, head injury, GCS of 5 before we tubed him.
How come he's not in the Burns unit?
I made the call to keep him here.
Are we going to transfer him anytime soon?
Yep, let's hope we make it that far.
The truth is we lost. I mean, a 1% pay rise. Pathetic. Plus, we're being forced to retrain as healthcare assistants.
You and the orderlies were comprehensively shafted.
Well, if orderlies can wash and turn patients for under $15 an hour, it's going to mean you could lose a few nurses.
Unfortunately, Daniel, it's always about money, and I am truly sorry I wasn't back on deck in time to stop it all from happening.
We don't blame you.
We blame Rachel.
Sweetheart, she was doing the job that she's paid to do.
And he still defends her.
Sophie, should you be going back to work, Dad?
Definitely.
I heard that Shortland Street's taking on all neurological services.
Well, if we beat all the other tenders, yes.
If you undercut them, you mean?
Son, medicine is a business like everything else.
Well, it shouldn't be. I mean, isn't the mark of a civilised society that it cares for its sick regardless?
Yes. We just have to do it for less. And if I have to be the bad guy that does a bit of cutting here and there for the greater good, so be it.
Bella and Isaac up a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
You know, there's so many things I don't know about you. What your favorite jam is, what bands you like. OMG, I don't even know your star sign.
Cancer.
Can I read the astronomy part when you're done?
Astronomy?
I'm not sure there is one in the financial section, but...
Oh, not that it really matters. I know we're compatible.
Are you really getting married?
Don't be silly. We've only been together 5 minutes.
Well, sometimes that's all you need to be sure. Carpe diem and all that.
Okay, boys, off to school.
Is there something we should know?
Is the Bella and I happy?
Well, long may that continue. Rest as much as you can today, eh?
Will do.
I should tidy up.
No, you made breakfast. I'll do that.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well, I'll pop upstairs and have a quick shower.
That girl is quite besotted with you. When the time comes to propose, you needn't worry about a refusal. In 6 months or so, you'll get a position as a consultant and with it, control of your trust fund. The perfect time to pop the question, eh?
I can't help but think if I had access now, I'd be able to get a house for us both, plan the wedding.
Oh, I'm sure you can arrange things without having to pay up front.
Not for an engagement ring. Oh, don't tell Bella. I saw one the other day I know she'll love.
3 more asthma cases for you.
Thank you.
What's up?
The latest French study. Exactly the same parameters as mine, except bigger and better.
Does this make yours invalid?
Totally redundant, yes.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's going to make the asthma symposium a real joy.
You'll tell the funding body?
That I've wasted everybody's time and money, yes.
So you're up to speed with Rachel's tender? Shortland Street's tender. She put together a great bid. I assume you'll just want to rubber stamp it. Not quite. You do realise you're most likely to win. The expansion of the hospital relies almost solely on our money. We contribute as well. Not enough. If I go with Rachel's proposal, I'm obliged to cut general surgical services.
While increasing neurosurgical services.
Cutting services and staff in one area to fund expansion in another.
That's how it works. I've been through all this with Rachel. Are you making this bid or not?
I would like to negotiate further DHB funding so I don't have to cut services.
No chance. We're funded just as badly as you are. If you want the neuro contract, you need to make cuts.
Too many cuts.
Look, I need to move on this. Can we lock in your tender or not?
You're not going to give me an inch here, are you?
If you're not up to it, just say the word.
The thing is, I'm not prepared to submit a bid unless I know the numbers work.
Well, Rachel seemed happy things would work out.
She's not running this bid. I am.
It's a limited time deal. If you want to be considered a major hospital in this country, you need to make the call here and now.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Hi, gorgeous.
Hey, I'm just on my way to the ESMA conference. Are you okay to pick up Jase this afternoon?
If Brody covers me?
Yeah, no problem.
You should have woken me when you got in last night.
I didn't have the heart. You look too comfortable.
How'd you go with Isaac?
He seems genuine enough. Reckons he could spend the rest of his life with Belle. He didn't exactly ask for her hand in marriage, but he sort of hinted in the general area.
He seemed committed.
He seemed nervous, which is only fair considering he had his girlfriend's dad breathing down his neck.
Murray. Well, I talked to Brooke, and she didn't think that Isaac was the type to commit.
Well, he's told his family she's the girl he wants to marry.
How do you know that?
I love.
We were just talking
About a friend.
who might
Or might not.
be getting married.
You've been sneaking around again, haven't you? You do this every time.
Sweetheart, your track record is lousy. You've had one no-hoper boyfriend after another, and now you want to marry this one? You what?
I'm sorry, everybody, but any engagement that may or may not happen in the near or distant future is no one else's business but mine and Isaac's.
I'm sorry you had to hear that.
She can't do this. There's no way in hell should she marry Isaac. Look, I'll be back in a minute, okay?
That was a hell shift.
I was busting about 4 hours ago. Now I'm over it. I must have sweated it out.
Tough night, I hear.
Yeah, we managed not to get bored.
Huge night. TK pulled off a pretty tricky case.
Hey, we pulled it off.
What was the case?
MVA, burns, head injury, plus assorted fractures.
And TK opted to keep him here.
It was a close call.
Shouldn't he have gone to Central?
In the end, it was too critical. Took about 8 hours to stabilize him enough to ship him out, so well done us.
Well done you.
Hey, didn't get time to catch up. How's Scotty?
That's right, you're back. How was the honeymoon?
It was good. Partied at night and trained nurses during the day. Scotty stayed on with the NGO that helped set that program up, but I had used up all my leave and somebody's got to pay the bills, so here I am.
When's Scotty back?
I'm giving him another 6 weeks, by which time, if need be, I will go over there and drag him back. Excuse me, gentlemen, I need some sleep.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
Good night. Mate, I know you've been up all night, but can you stick around for an HOD meeting at 10 o'clock, please?
I didn't think we were due till Friday.
Yeah, I need to bring it forward. Exceptional circumstances.
Which are?
I'll tell you at 10 o'clock. And try and get some sleep, will you?
Hi.
Hey, can't stop, sorry.
That's okay, but, well, the thing is that when things are good and other people have opinions and put pressure on you, you don't have to take any notice. Not really. And it's really up to you and the other person when to or not take the next step, or not.
I couldn't agree more.
Great. I just wanted you to know how I feel.
Magic. Okay, gotta go. Save some lives.
Bella, I have to say something.
There's nothing that you can do that will make up for what you did with your so-called school friend. Now, I know you keep denying it, but I
didn't do anything with her, I swear to you. Whatever, look, you don't realize something and it's actually really important.
What?
Isaac.
Oh, don't be going and saying bad things about him.
Fine, I won't. The thing you don't realize is he doesn't deserve you. You're so much better than he is. And even though you've done this to me and you've done it to yourself, I still love you. That's all I have to say.
If you see anyone with Kendall Institute on their name badge, warn me.
You can't avoid them forever.
I can try.
Seriously, why not chat to them? Won't they understand?
That my research not only fell apart, but any findings are already redundant. Wow, what is not to love?
You don't have to put it quite like that, do you?
Might as well give up achieving any cred through research.
Excuse me.
Oh, of course. Sorry. Forever in the way I am.
It's quite a spread they've put on for us.
Well, the sandwiches have been genetically engineered to be tasteless, but the Danishes are edible. The coffee, I suspect, was imported from a truck stop somewhere. You have been warned.
You've done your research.
My stock in trade, I'm afraid. Lars Hammond, Professor of Respiratory Science.
Wendy Cooper, mother of asthmatic teen and nurse at Shortland Street Hospital.
Brooke Freeman, doctor at Shortland Street Hospital.
Enchanté.
Dr. Freeman has been researching magnesium in acute treatment.
Ah, did you contribute to the French study?
No.
Excuse me.
So, is this your first time in New Zealand?
It is, and sadly I've only a few days to admire your beautiful country before I travel on to Australia.
Professor, 10 minutes.
Excellent. Just enough time to nip out.
Oh, the bathrooms are through there.
No. You'll be horrified to know I soothe my public speaking nerves with a cigarette. We're about to be descended upon by some Kendall people.
I will show you to the gardens if you like.
Wonderful.
Any idea what this is about?
Well, they're replacing nurses with orderlies, so who knows what cost-saving trick they're going to pull next.
Okay, if we could all be seated, please. I'll try and make this a quick meeting.
We wish.
Most of you will be aware that we have been tendering for the lead neurosurgical service provider for the region. Shane Tucker has just informed me that our bid is the winning bid. Thus, building on the work that Rachel has already done to get this off the ground, all of us are now officially part of an expanding hospital.
At what cost?
Well, as Rachel has already mentioned, there are costs in the short term. In the initial phase, there will be a slight reduction in general surgery until the new theatres are built.
So is it just my department who pays?
We are all going to have to deal with a variety of issues, Chris.
Well, if there are going to be more patients, I'll be needing more nurses. Your healthcare assistants can only do so much, other than save money on trained nurses, that is.
Well, savings will have to be made in the expansion phase. For that reason, I have made the very difficult decision to close the emergency department between the hours of 10 p.m. and 7 a.m.
What?
Other emergency departments can pick up the slack, TK, as can the new 24-hour GP clinic.
Our busiest times are between the hours of 6 and midnight. You can't expect other hospitals to cope with that.
They can, and they will.
Sorry, mate, I'm not buying that.
I'm afraid you have no choice.
Listen, if you close ED at nights, emergencies will have further to go to get help. You close us down and people will die. Your call.
Next here on One, Imogen's got the kind of problem only her mum can solve, and she's hoping some one-on-one time will stir old memories in doctors.